As we do each week during the legislative session, Quorum Call publisher Sean Ashley joining us now from our OETA studio inside of the Capitol. And Sean, the governor has begun to veto some bills. Take us through that.
Governor Stitt has vetoed 3 bills thus far. On Monday, he vetoed House Bill 3006. This bill would have extended the sunset date for the Oklahoma Advisory Council on Indian Education until July 1st of 2031. Stitt said the council has not met regularly and that its duties overlap those of the State Department of Education's American Indian Education Office. Now, keep in mind, in the legislature, things can never be easy. There's another bill, House Bill 3302, that actually removes that council from sunset review and would make it a permanent, ongoing council. So we'll have to see what happens with that bill before we know the true fate of the council. On Wednesday, Stitt vetoed 2 other bills, both which involve fees. House Bill 4032 increased the fee operators of non-coal mine operations pay to the Department of Mines. And he also vetoed Senate Bill 2074, which makes changes to the way pharmacy benefit managers are required to pay pharmacies for the prescriptions that they fill. That bill also contained a fee. And Governor Stitt indicated that that fee would lead to increased costs for small businesses, larger businesses, and the Oklahoma Healthcare Authority.
Sean, there's talk of having a special election on August 25th. What would be on the ballot and where does that stand?
Lawmakers are looking at putting 2 proposed state questions on the August 25th primary runoff ballot. One of those state questions would remove Medicaid expansion from the state constitution and put it in state statute, giving lawmakers greater latitude over what they could do in terms of Medicaid expansion. The other proposal would change the membership requirements for the Judicial Nominating Committee. The bill has passed the House and is now awaiting consideration in the Senate. It was to be considered on Thursday. However, it was laid over and not taken up.
Sports betting bill, alive or dead for this session?
Well, we don't know for sure just yet. On Wednesday, House Bill 1047 failed in the Senate on a 21-27 vote. The bill allows Native American gaming tribes to operate sports betting both in person and electronically. The state would receive a fee from those operations, which would be used to support public education as well as higher education. Senator Bill Coleman, the author of the measure, held the bill on what's called a notice to reconsider, which gives him 3 legislative days to ask senators to vote on the bill again. He did not exercise that notice on Thursday, so he has Monday and Tuesday to bring up the measure again. If it passes, it would go to the House. But if it does not pass, it would probably be dead for this legislative session.
And Sean, what is this deadline that lawmakers are facing this week?
That's right. On Thursday, lawmakers had to hear bills from the opposite chamber in committee. House bills in Senate committees and Senate bills in House committees. Those bills that failed to make it out of committee will not go to the opposite chamber floor, and the total number of bills will be cut down as we enter those final few days of the legislative session.
Now, finally, Sean, Sunny Day, usually at the end of May, but could it be earlier this year?
Well, lawmakers are hoping to get out earlier. The question is exactly how much earlier. The House seems to want to move at a more rapid pace than the Senate, so we'll have to see how things come together in the coming days and week or so.
Okay, very good. Sean Ashley, publisher of Quorum Call, as always, thank you very much for your time.
You're very welcome.